Welcome back to my channel. This video is this painting scene, shall I say, it's quite a challenge. I'm not going to lie, it's quite a difficult one. You can see there's a reference that I'm going to be using, and it's part of a video that I uploaded possibly a couple of. I've been here a few times, so I know I've done a couple of videos within this area, so it's taken from one of those pictures that I took while out walking in this country park. You can see all the sort of details, and I'm just going to try my best to simplify this. You can see there's lots of branches, lots of trees, reflections, all that sort of thing. And I did actually get a lovely comment off Adele, and I'll just read out what she said. I did have to write it down. I'm just mixing a little bit of yellow ochre, and I'm going to put it in the well with the red on. So I want to get this warm sort of beigey tone, really nice colour, and it does look like the warm sun. So the sun going down is it looks like that sort of time. Can't remember what time I went, but it's got that sort of light. So Adele says, this is such a lovely idea, always so helpful to see someone's process. This is, I think, the last video. Perhaps you could include why you pick a scene and how you go about the composition. Do you have a picture in your head as to how you want it to be? Yeah, so a few things. Yeah, I do want to try and bring to you the process, the sort of whole painting process from being out and about, if I'm doing a landscape, from a reference, just to get the picture and show you that sort of process and how my thoughts, I guess what really attracts me to the scene. I really love it, painting buildings, that sort of thing. So if that's you as well, then maybe look where there's lots of buildings. I know it sounds really simple, but if you do love landscapes and spend more times in the great outdoors, if you live in an area with natural beauty, then just spend time within that place. And I think, there's a lot of people don't stop, they don't pause. Life's busy, they sort of let things go by, they don't take time out and just pause. And that's where you really see things and you really find the beauty. And it is all around. You don't have to go far to find that if you've got the right mindset. So if you're busy thinking of other things, then there's things that you miss. So the painting so far, just adding a little bit of sky. There's a bit of sky in the reflection, so a bit of cerulean blue and mostly bits of grey, that sort of thing. And let's see. So, do you have a picture in your head as to how you want it to be? Yes, I think that's an important, really good point. Whenever I see something that inspires me, I do think of painting it, and I do have that sort of finished picture and how I want it to look. And it really doesn't matter if you don't get it to that, because a lot of times, even when I picture it in my head, oftentimes I am surprised. It does sort of take a turn, and just allow that, though. There's nothing wrong with that, especially in watercolor. It is unpredictable. So don't fight with the watercolor. Don't try and control it too much. It is what it is. Just allow it to do its thing. Don't put too much pressure on, and things will turn out. Still struggle with water and reflections, and that's pretty much what led me to this composition, this painting this week. So thank you, Adele. I don't think I've really painted reflections before in watercolor? I don't recall. I know I've done it in oil painting, but I don't think in watercolor. Enjoy the beauty and the tranquility of your perfect surroundings. So good for the soul. Completely agree. And thank you, Adele, for sharing that comment. I really do appreciate it. I love to hear feedback like that, comments like that. So I really do appreciate it. Okay, so going back to the scene, there's quite a lot of things going on here. I'm using the Schmincke Horadam paints. You may be able to see quite a lot of granulation there in the bottom right, the riverbank. Now you can see lots of details. I'm not going to go for everything because, when you take a reference photo in life, there's always lots and lots and lots of detail, lots of different colours, lots of textures, all these things going on. Just try your hardest to simplify the scene. If I got everything that was in this scene, it was quite difficult, to be fair. It's quite a difficult scene to paint with all the details. But you just got to simplify things as much as you can while representing realistic or the actual scene itself. So trying to get things as close as I can. I want a bit of realism in there. I want a bit of colour in there. I just want things to look like the reference. You can see this really nice bridge I never even knew was there. That's one of the things that I really like about painting. You do get to know your surroundings quite well. I know I've painted a lot of areas, a lot of places, and I can recognise maybe a building, maybe a chimney, the way something's there. I can see it on TV and I know exactly where it is. So it's really nice to, it's just another nice thing about painting. If you paint quite regular, paint local areas, local scenery, things like that. So it's good to get to know your area as well. Using a liner brush now, or rigger, just to pull up some of those dark branches, dark trunks. There's a little bit of darkness in the riverbank, so I'm just using that same mix. This is a Payne's grey with maybe bits of brown, bits of blue, that sort of thing, just to give me a nice tonal value in the scene and separate the river from the riverbank. Done the similar sort of thing in the sort of foreground area, and I'm just adding a little bit of texture, a bit of dry brush perhaps, to the foreground, which is really nice. You can just load your brush up with plenty of paint, and then when it starts to run out, just keep using it as if it's loaded with paint, and you get these nice sort of textures. And that's obviously helps with the paper that you're using. So I'm using the Fabriano Artistico Rough, 140 pounds in weight, so it gives me this nice texture. So it's perfect for this sort of scene, perfect for any scene, but more so when you've got sort of grainy details and dirt and all these sort of things going on. You can just allow the paper to allow that, give you that texture as your pen runs out. So I wanted to redden this, just give it a little bit more injection of colour, so just a little bit of raw sienna into this land mass. And you can see from the first stage of my wash, I did add a few various different colours just to add things, make things a little bit more interesting. You can always just ramp things up just a little bit, you can vamp them up a little bit. You can exaggerate things, you can also, move things around. It really is up to you, it's your painting. I've tried to get this painting not exact, I'm not going to say exact, but I've tried to replicate what I see in the reference. There is a lot going on there, so it does get a little bit hard to see, and hard to read, but I hope it does read and it does make sense to you. It's quite a difficult one. But there's a lot of, because I don't have masking fluid, I'm relying a lot upon negative shapes as well. So the colours behind branches and twigs that are lighter. So I'm just going ahead and doing all that. You can see that in the mid foreground there's logs, trees that have fallen down because of the weather. These are what these horizontal trunks are. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, it's just a really nice scene. It was a really nice day, and while it's like this, I do like to get out and just look for more reference points and inspiration. I could probably spend quite a few visits in this place and find endless painting subjects. So just in reference to finding something, just think about the things that you really like to paint, and then spend your time within those areas. Where they're going to be. If you like buildings, then go to a city centre, go to a town centre, somewhere with lots of buildings. If you like landscapes, then just spend some time in maybe the countryside where you live. I like a bit of both. I like to paint landscapes with buildings, so that's quite nice for me, and it's quite easy to access as well. Maybe you like a still life, then just look for colours, look for patterns, anything like that. I think this is a really good subject, and I think there's probably a lot to say in this subject. So I think I'm going to try and do another video sort of talking about breaking down compositions and what I find interesting, how things I imagine in my head, things like that. Hopefully that's something that'll be of interest. Let me know in the comments if you would like that sort of thing, as well as Adele. Also, if you do, give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Trying to get more views, trying to get more subscribers, more things going. Yeah, so just drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. What sort of scenery do you like to paint? Is there anything that you do have struggles with? Just drop me a comment, and hopefully I can address it in a video, or maybe something I could talk about. But yeah, I'm open for suggestions. I really do. I enjoy reading your comments, your suggestions, anything like that, your feedback. So that's, I think the painting's pretty much done. All I've got to do is, and you can see the way the reflections come out. I think I'm quite happy with that. There is quite a few areas of little pockets of white unpainted. It's not really unpainted because I did cover most of the paper, but there is a lot of highlights and, you know, little parts that just give us a bit of light in the scene. So that's, you know, don't worry too much if you do have these. It can add to the interest of the painting, and also it can give more light to your scene, which is always nice. So just removing the tape now, you can see from a clean border, you can see how nice it looks, I suppose, and I'm quite happy with this one. It is a complicated scene, but I did try my best to simplify as much as I can. You can see the bridge in the background, a really nice feature. But that's it. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then feel free to subscribe. I do have weekly content. Just hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time I upload something new. That's it. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.